Hi friend, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jorge. If you're new today, I thought I would share a few simple spring-summer decorating ideas. Hopefully you'll take away some inspiration and ways that you can freshen up your space for the season. Also, this video is sponsored by Hula La Home and I have some amazing pieces to show you later in the video. All right, let's get started. A simple way to swap things for the season is artwork. And I went ahead and printed this beautiful painting of some like flowers. I really think it's moody and I'm gonna frame it in this beautiful vintage wooden frame that I got at the thrift store. Now, who's this queen right here? I don't know who this is, but she's got big hair. She's very beautiful, but I'm going to be changing this out. For this particular piece, I think it's gonna work well with the frame. And I'm gonna mount it on this 8x10 canvas and kind of give it some texture to kind of somewhat make it look like an original painting. But of course, we're not gonna fool anybody. I really like how this piece turned out, and I think I'm gonna style it in my new bookcase here. I think what's cool about this is that it's got integrated light. So let's go ahead and style this piece together. Lately, I've really been focused on finding pieces that feel intentional but actually work for how I live. And that's something I've been exploring with Hula La Home. They are today's video sponsor, and I was so excited when they reached out because they have an amazing selection of furniture and home pieces that feel timeless, that are a bit modern, but also feel transitional in a way that you can really blend with different styles. So this is the Victoria bookcase. It's beautiful. It's not real wood, it's manufactured, but it's got this beautiful sea drift color. Of course, what stands out about this is it has the integrated LED lights, which you can control the color temperature, brightness, and all that kind of stuff. I prefer the warmer tone. Of course, I always love the soft close doors. I think it's a great touch. Of course, the adjustable shelves, and I like the fact that it's got that rounded corner look, just making it feel a little bit softer. I actually got two. There's one on the other side of the room. I will be using that in an upcoming project. Overall, just keeping it quite simple. I love the way that it just adds height to the room. Of course, I will go ahead and link it in the description. In the dining room, I have a new sideboard. Let's go style it. What I like about Hula La Home is that their pieces are designed for real homes. They focus on comfort, flexibility, and creating spaces that evolve with you over time. This is the Ivan fluted wood cabinet. It features real oak veneer. I think it might also come in a walnut finish. Overall, a wonderful cabinet. Of course, features the vertical fluted panels, which adds some texture, some visual depth, some brushed brass tone handles, which I might change out in the future. A wonderful piece for staying organized and hiding the clutter. Of course, I'll go ahead and link both pieces in the description so you can check them out. Thanks again to Hula La for sponsoring this video. You know, I think real plants is the way to go, but if it's not going to be real, a good fake one will do the job. So these are staghorn ferns. They're sold individually and come in two sizes. There's the large and the medium. These look pretty realistic. I'm very impressed with these. So let's plant them in these terracotta pots that look antique, but they're not. They're new. They look old. Rather than using floral foam, I'll just use some paper. And just fill that in there. For the larger pot, I think I'll just use one plant. For the smaller one, I will use two to get a fuller look. I don't know what this rubbery part of the plant is called, but it looks real. And to finish this off, I think moss is always a great idea, especially with fake plants, because it just makes it look more finished and like professionally styled. You know, they're fake. No one will ever know. I think I'll style them in the dining table. Kind of unconventional for plants, but these aren't real, so it's fine. I have to say, I really pride myself in sourcing unique artificial plants and florals, and these are no exception. These are Cymbidium faux orchids. I think that's how you pronounce it. They are such a standout, and I love the subtle speckled detail on the petals, which gives it more depth and makes it feel a little bit more special. I'm thinking of keeping the arrangement simple, so I'm just placing 3 stems into a large terracotta bowl. These look realistic, and I had a soft pop of color, just a bit of interest without feeling overdone. I love the fact that it's all pretty flexible, so I'm bending the leaves, the stem, and individual flowers to give it that more natural look. It's so good. The ice cream truck is back. Always here. Who's buying so much ice cream? I think this is a very beautiful statement piece. I could imagine this kind of on like a large dining table, or even like an entryway if you have like a nice foyer with a round table. Imagine something like this in the center of that. It would look amazing. So I think this is a really beautiful arrangement and very simple to put together, honestly. I quickly made another arrangement, this time using a white terracotta bowl just to see what it would look like. And to be honest with you, it doesn't make a huge difference. I think what makes a piece like this work really well is using a bowl. There's a bit of elegance in the way that these stems are balanced on this type of container. As we move into the warmer months, I start leaning into pieces that feel lighter and cooler, especially in the bedroom, so I'm switching over to the linen sheets. I've also added this hand-stitched quilt in a soft gray tone. It works really well with the palette in here and just keeps everything feeling calm and cohesive. For a bit of contrast, I'm layering in this extra long marigold lumbar pillow, also bringing back my checkered cotton quilt for a bit of pattern and depth. I always feel like every room needs some florals, and this space is no exception. This might be slightly oversized for the nightstand, but I really love these calla lily stems. They look incredibly real, and you can pretty much shape them and make them fit for any vessel. How cute is this charming little lamp? It's portable and it's travertine. It's a bit of a spendy lamp, but I think it adds lots of character. Now here's a simple way to pretty much turn any bowl into a candle holder. Definitely would recommend a candle safe bowl, but this right here is my Maya cemento footed bowl. There's a few left, comes in a few different colors, and I hand make each of these, but I'm going to use this as a candle holder. And in this case, I think for the scale, I think 3 candlesticks will be fine. And then I'm going to also use some sand. I probably would prefer just like a beautiful creamy or white sand, but I'm going to use what I have on hand, which is just like a grayish one. I think this is for like construction material. Well, actually, I use this for my concrete projects, but essentially we'll just take some sand and pour it onto our bowl carefully, not to make a mess. Can you see the sand dust? And I'm being very careful, but once it's in there, it's fine. So we'll put that like that, and then we'll just take our candles and insert them carefully, kind of spacing them apart. And lastly, we'll just light it up. And there we have it. Maybe I could put a couple pebbles here and there, but very simple. Of course, never leave candles unattended. A very beautiful thing. A little brutalist, but I love it. What do you think? By the way, right now I'm really loving this scent, Salt and Sea by Sweetwater Decor. I think this is the perfect spring, more summer, I would even say, candle. I will go ahead and link it. It's very, very good. Here's a quick and fun thrift flip. I feel like we always come across these vintage frames where the wood tone is maybe not quite right anymore. These have so much potential. Instead of committing to a large piece, I wanted to try something smaller and a bit more playful for spring and summer. Now, I'm slightly stepping outside of my comfort zone with this and bringing in some more color than what I typically would do. So I got a canvas panel to fit the frame, and I'm going to paint some simple florals using acrylic paint. For a bit of texture, I've mixed in some joint compound with the white. It gives the petal a subtle dimensional feel. and just finishing it up with some loose outlines to help define the shape. Projects like this are such a great way to explore your creativity, maybe introduce some new color into your space without committing, and just trying something new. It doesn't have to be perfect. So I've styled it in the new bookcase along with a few other vintage pieces I've been collecting, and it adds just the right amount of character. Check out this wonderful Ranunculus flower. They're fake, but they look realistic. Each stem comes with 3 little flowers and then sort of this like frosted effect for the leaf and stems. These are so beautiful. I love this peach coral color. So I'm gonna put a few together here in this terracotta pot. I adore the look of this Ranunculus arrangement. Quite simple but effective. I really love the look of this sort of peachy color. There's also another color, but I think this is great. In here I probably used about 10 to 12 stems. This would also look great with fewer, but I think a fuller look is kind of nice. I'll also link this charcoal base. It also comes in brown. I wanted to share another quick plant hack for anyone without a green thumb or the time to care for them. This is another Cymbidium orchid. It looks incredibly realistic, and I love that this deep burgundy tone just feels a bit richer and more moody. Again, everything is pretty much flexible so you can bend it around, and I love these little exposed roots that add to the realism of it all. I'm potting it into this terracotta planter that has that antique look, but it's actually new. I'm securing it with some floral foam and topping it off with some moss to finish it off. It's such a simple sculptural piece and honestly something that can carry really well into the autumn season. I picked up this vintage gold frame a while back, and the artwork was a DIY print that I did. It just wasn't doing it for me anymore, so I'm going to swap it out for a sketch. I had it printed at the Photoshop and I'm mounting it onto a canvas panel. It's honestly a great hack if you want more affordable custom artwork for your space. It instantly gives things a fresh feel, and I always like mixing newer, more modern pieces with sort of more vintage traditional pieces here and there. And of course this art as a whole leans more of that vintage traditional feel mixed with the more modern pieces that I've been leaning into lately in my home. I think it kind of works, but it doesn't, and I don't really care. I just like what I like, and sometimes it's just about putting things that you love, that make you happy, and hope that they work. I don't know if I should be saying that given what I do for a living, but it is what it is. It's your home. Do what you want. Don't let some influencer tell you what's in or what's out. Is that a hot take? Perhaps, who knows? All right, friend, I think that'll do it for today's video. Let me know if anything stood out to you or if you plan to try any of the ideas. I also want to thank Kulala for sponsoring this video. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Some exciting makeovers, by the way, coming up, so stay tuned for that. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.